Okay, let's make sure we're good. Let's make sure we're good. Okay. All right, we're good. Okay. Welcome, everybody. We're back. It's Tais.World TV, and you are back with another installment of Sayians Corner. I know I took a week. I took a week off, guys. My bad. I forgot what I had to do. I had a lot going on that day too. And I wasn't able to really. Oh no, that's what I was doing. So I had to work, and then I had to go see that new Slam Dunk movie, the anime that came out like last week Friday. So I wasn't able to do the stream for you guys, live stream. So I'm sorry about that. I'm very sorry about that. But not gonna hold you. Slam Dunk was a good movie. Now I am not into basketball animes like that because I'll be honest with you, I don't really like basketball like that. I know, shocker. Black dude doesn't like basketball. How could you? I know, I know. But I don't really like basketball. I'm more of like a football, boxing, mixed martial arts dude. I'm like that. And I don't know. I just thought, it nothing's gonna be like a Hajime no Ippo. Like I love Ippo. Like I love that series. Like because again, I love boxing. So boxing with anime is just a win right there. You know what I mean? And I didn't think a basketball anime. I didn't think I'd be into that because it looks, I didn't think it'd be a good fit for me. But I saw Slam Dunk with my boy and his boy, and it was cool. It was dope. I actually really liked it. And for somebody that hasn't seen it, I've heard of the series, but I never saw it. So, as somebody that hasn't seen the series, I was very impressed by this movie for a lot of reasons. I know this isn't Saiyans Corner. I know. Just give me a second. I really did like the like it feel like you was at an actual basketball game a lot. I love the sound of it. I love the animation. It was like Dragon Ball Super in a way. Like it mixed the 3D with the 2D animation. They've been doing that mix for a while now, and I think going forward, that's the kind of animation that we're gonna get instead of traditional 2D, which is a shame because even though again it was good for the superhero and it was good for Slam Dunk, I would rather my anime be 2D. I like it when it's 2D. That's what I grew up on. That's where I feel like the animation flourishes when it's in 2D. Especially in like the Dragon Ball series. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Dragon Ball series grew up on. It grew up on 2D animation. The hand drawn, you know? And I feel like the CGI, what I meant to say was CGI, I'm sorry. When you put CGI into it, it kind of takes the user, or at least me, out of the movie sometimes when it's like too reliant on it. Like Berserk, for example. When they did the second season and they did that shit fully CGI, nobody watched it. Maybe watched the first or the second episode, but after that, nobody watched it. Nobody even talks about that now. And even when they've done the Golden Age, even when they did the reboot, I think they did it like in the movies, in the movie format. They made that more like half half handwritten drawing, half CGI. So, but still, like it's just like no, like I love my animation hand drawn. Like that's what I feel like where 2D can't or I'm sorry, CGI can't really get that. You know what I'm saying? Now there are like, exceptions to the rule. Of course, there's exceptions to the rule. Yes. But at the end of the day, I love my anime to be hand drawn, especially when it comes to martial arts anime. Because I feel like, again, like the way that the moves come in is just so fluid. You know, uh, perfect example. Like in OG Dragon Ball, OG Dragon Ball was handwritten. You know, like the hand animation, and it was beautiful because it showed like the martial arts movements and stuff, even like little muscle twitches that they do. They've gotten better at it as years went by, but in OG Dragon Ball, especially with the certain stances of the techniques, I feel like it really flourishes with the 2D, and I mean, you know, with the hand drawn animation. I feel like that's where it shines. You know, and animes like Dragon Ball, One Piece, they do things like that, and that's what makes them so great. Even if you look at the first season of One Punch Man, like that's a hand drawn anime, and that don't really have a lot of CG in it. And it at the time was one of the best animes of all time. Everybody was talking about it, but then when they got to season 2, nobody talked about it. But that was because they went to like another. They didn't go to Mappa. Was it Mappa or no? I think it was Madhouse they went to for the first season. So they didn't go to the. They didn't go to They didn't go to Madhouse for the first season. For the second season. And that's what its downfall was. That and you know what? Perfect example. That is why Demon Slayer is still kind of like up there. That's why people still talking about Demon Slayer. Now I've heard that the story again. I've watched the series. Um, People say that the animation carries the show or the series, and it's true. Yes, it is. Because the story is okay. It's not blow your socks off. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. And the animation is beautiful. It's hand drawn beauty. You know what I'm saying? The way that the hands, like the hand gestures, the motions, the way that they do their techniques, the addition, like whenever they do like the fire styles and all that other stuff, it flourishes. That's why I feel like CGI, again, you could put it somewhere, but it's not for everybody. That's something that's not going to be for everybody. And that's the thing. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like CGI just needs to stay away from hand drawn animation. That's how I feel about that, you know? I'm sorry I got into that long. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, but based on the slam dunk. Like I said, I like the animation. It was dope. The way that they were like dribbling the ball, like you know, and the sound effects of it too. Like everything about it was awesome. You know. So anyway, that's what happens. 'Cause this ain't about slam dunk. This is about Dragon Ball Z. This is about Dragon Ball. Period. So for those of you that are watching so far, for those of you that are just coming in, we talk about everything Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, superheroes related. Okay, video games, manga, and TV series, animation series. Okay, now actually, I wanted to talk about that. So your boy did another review. So your boy is going through the old Dragon Ball movies out here. We started well my boy Buggy's not here today, but him and I both started from the Z series. So we working on the Z series and working our way up. So sorry about that. I want to just pull everything up. So I did Tree of Might. I don't know if anybody remembers Tree of Might. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Tree of Might was one of my favorite like movies of the Dragon Ball verse. Like it just and rewatching it again reminds me of why this was like my favorite out of the first 3 movies that came out out of Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? Um, again, the animation is fine. And it seemed like to me it got better within each movie. Like within each series, within each arc, it got better. Now, for the first three movies, it's basically throughout the Saiyan arc. That's where Tree of Might, World's Strongest, and Dead Zone take place in. I think from the beginning of the so sorry. From the beginning of the Saiyan saga to the end of the Saiyan saga. And when you watch stuff as you get older, you just notice certain things. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to this review real quick. Let's get into this review. Um, okay, so let me talk about this too. I never liked Chi Chi as a character. I never did. Never did. I didn't care for her in OG Dragon Ball, and I just straight up didn't like her in Dragon Ball Z and because she was just I don't know. Like when I was a kid, to me, she was always keeping Gohan from his full potential. That was my problem with her. Because, Goku would want to train his son, but Chi-Chi like, no, you can't train him. He's gonna be a scholar. That's how his whole life is gonna be. And it's just like, yo, Chi-Chi, shut the hell up, man. Damn. Damn. And that's why I feel bad for Gohan too, because it's like, yo, you got a father like Goku who wants to train you all the time. And that's all he want to do. Don't care about nothing else but training and eat. And then you got Chi Chi on the other hand, who cares nothing but giving this kid an education so that so that he can be a nerd, basically. She basically forced him to be a nerd, basically. And there's nothing wrong with being a nerd. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like Gohan really didn't get to just seeing the movies. I feel like Gohan didn't really get to choose what he wanted to be. I feel like he had to like pick and choose what he wanted to be based on his parents. I feel like that was the problem because he got thrown into an impossible circumstance with fighting. Because I hear a lot of fans say, "Yo, Gohan should have just continued training because if he continued training, then he would have been the strongest in the whole world." Which is true. It is true. If he would have kept training, yes, he would have been, the strongest in the world. Maybe in the whole universe, for that matter. And then you got Chi Chi, who, and then again, you got Scholar, who Chi Chi wanted him to be. So it's like, yo, this kid did not have a choice in what he wanted to do for Gohan. I don't know. Maybe if Chi Chi wasn't in the picture. Oops, sorry about that. I don't know. Maybe if Chi Chi just wasn't in the picture, maybe he still would have been fighting. Who knows? And I got my own thing about that too, because I feel like you know what I'm gonna say that for another day. But yeah, like it just going back to this movie. Like Chi Chi was just mad annoying as fuck. Like, yo, I remember she was like sitting this. They went on a camping trip or something. Yeah, they went on a camping trip. I don't know who this. Hey, yo, Chi Chi is sending him out there with mad books and dressing him like he going to like the Belvedere Ball or something, like a fancy ballroom or something. And I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Chi Chi need to stop the bullshit. Yo, this kid had no chance, bro. This kid had no chance. Um, but I tell you what though, I did like the way that Gohan and Krillin used their key to like blow away the fire because there was like a Saiyan ship that came down, and I think it was like a transponder or something to send, to let Turles and them know, and his people know there's life on this planet or whatever. Um, and it caused a fire for whatever reason. I just feel like it just caused a big fire out of nowhere. So Gohan and Krillin were using their ki to like blow away the fire, which was pretty freaking dope. Um, and it was crazy too because Bulma at this point, she says, Gohan and Krillin are good boys, but like, we forget if I'm not mistaken, both of them are grown at this point. Gohan, I'm sorry, Krillin and Bulma. Like I think they're like almost around the same age or something like that. And I'm just like, bruh, like, Krillin always getting the disrespect, bro. That be my problem with freaking Krillin, bro. Like even in some of the series, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, guys. Even like during the series, it's like he just be taking L's, bro. Until he get to that point, when he gets to 18 and all that. But still, that's another conversation for another day. Oh, and I forgot. This was the movie where Icarus came from. I forgot about that because I remember Icarus. Icarus was mad cool, bro. He became like that pet for Gohan. You know what I'm saying? And I think we only really saw him in like the movies, and I think they did stop showing him up until a certain point. I think they stopped showing him around the Cell saga. I want to say they stopped showing him because I know he was in Cooler's Revenge. I know that, and I think he was in no, not Cooler's Revenge. Yeah, Cooler's Revenge, and then the Return of Cooler. I think we saw him after that, and then that was it. We never saw Icarus again. Um, I actually liked Icarus. He should have been. He should have stayed around too. He should have been canon. And also, let me tell y'all something. Turles should have been Turles and Icarus should have been canon, honestly. I'm gonna get into why, but for Turles, but I feel like Turles should have been canon. Let me try to remember what else I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, I thought it was really funny when Gohan and Krillin they summoned the dragon because they wanted to rebuild the forest because they all got it got like dry, it was like parched and stuff from the fire. And Icarus was about to scrap with Shenron, and Shenron was about to swipe the shit out of him. Like I forget, Shenron was up there. You know what I'm saying? He was up there. You know, um, but his credibility went down a little bit when Piccolo had destroyed him. Which Piccolo had destroyed him in OG Dragon Ball. Not Piccolo, not our Piccolo, but Demon King Piccolo, which is a feat in itself because you got to be crazy powerful to destroy the Dragon Balls like that. Which we should have got GT from that, honestly, but that's neither here nor there. What else? 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 Oh yeah, like yo, um, the henchmen. I don't think they were saints. I think they were like just different creatures and aliens or whatever. I don't think they were like actually like you know uh Saiyans. I think Turles was like the only Saiyan there. And yo, when they planted the tree, that shit did so much destruction to the city. Like, yo, buildings was falling down. Like the vines was going all around the trees and shit. Like it was pandemonium. I'm like, yo, I don't remember this. I think people died too. It was it. Like even when the tree sucks up the life of the planet, it looked crazy. Like people were dying. There was a deer that was about near death or something like that. It was crazy, 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 crazy. Um. You know what I really liked about this movie? This movie had all the Z Warriors in it. Tria Might only really had Piccolo, Goku, and Krillin and Kamen. World's Strongest had Master Roshi with Goku, Piccolo. I said Master Roshi already, and who else? I think that was it. I think that was it. If I'm forgetting anybody, let me know in the comments down below. And then we get what's his face? No, in this movie, sorry about that, guys. In this movie, we get Yamcha, Krillin, Tien, Chaozu, and Piccolo. So this one really felt like an Avengers level threat out here. And it was cool seeing them. But you know what? I ain't gonna hold y'all. From this movie, even in the Saiyan saga, this was Toriyama letting you know that this was the last time you was ever gonna see the Z Warriors be anything significant. Because yo, they got they asses whooped. All of them. Silly Piccolo. That's how you know Piccolo was a part of the Z Warriors, bro. He was getting his ass whipped by Turles 3 times, bro. Turles was above his weight class, bro. It was insane, bro. Like, did him dirty too. And we're gonna be talking about that too. But it was dope when Turles's forces come through and they meet up with the Z Warriors and they like, hey, we're gonna get active. What you gonna do? And then they all just disappear out of nowhere, and then everybody goes to their prospective person, and then they start fighting. That was dope. What I didn't remember though, I didn't remember this. The big guy that fought Krillin, they both had a destructo disc. I forgot about that. And I like that they both ricocheted off of each other. That was pretty freaking dope. And I felt like, I felt like because if you saw my last review of, if you saw my review of Tree of was it World's Strongest, I didn't like that Gohan didn't really do much. He was just in the way a lot of the time until we got to like the end. Um, Here he really did some work. I gotta give it to him. He got rid of the two creepy short aliens. I forgot what they could do. I forgot what they could do, but they reminded me of Gildo. I don't know if you remember him. He's the one that was in the Ginyu Force that could stop time. They reminded me of him. I wouldn't be surprised if they got his design from these two right here. Um, Gohan took them out. So that was pretty dope. I like that. And then you get to Turtles. And this is why I'm saying Turtles needed to be canon. Because, you got rid of Raditz. We never saw Raditz after the Saiyan saga. We never saw him again. Never mentioned, nothing. You know, I felt like Turles could have been the Raditz replacement because that's what he was in this movie. He was basically Raditz. Basically, he just had Goku here. He looked more like Goku than anything else. Um, and I liked his stick a little bit. I liked it. I liked the swag. I really felt like Turles could have been around for a little bit longer. Maybe not make him like a Z warrior, but more like an anti-hero type of deal, like a more extreme pick of. I felt like you could have did that with him. Because I mean, the last thing we saw him in was in Heroes, and that was cool but crazy. Because I remember he ate some food or some shit, and he became like a Super Saiyan 3 or something like that. Like, yo, they were throwing Super Saiyan 3s crazy in that show. Like that show, I just kind of wish they would do certain things from there into the actual continuity. I feel like that would have been cool. Um, okay, so this was a part that I found like really funny, really cool. So Piccolo, no, Turles grabs Gohan and he's like, yo, because he's like, yo, this is Goku's son. Okay, got you. Yo, come work with me, bro. Let's take over the universe together. Let's take over this world together. You know what I'm saying? Come eat this fruit from the tree. You gonna get flies meat, bro. You gonna get that strength. You know what I'm saying? And Gohan like, no, get off of me. Like, my dad, get the hell off me. Piccolo, stepdad, comes to, and he's like, yeah, oh yeah, he said, "Yo, give Gohan back to me." And Turles politely said, like, "I politely declined, bro. Like, nah, you're not. Nah, we're not doing it." And Piccolo, like, rebuttal was like, "Nah, don't f with me, bro. You gonna get these hands to." And oh my god, yo, this I forget sometimes how brutal Dragon Ball Z can be, or just Dragon Ball in general. Cause yo, homie comes around, right? Um Turles gets behind Piccolo and just blasts the shit out of him. Now he's no, that's right. He Turles threw Gohan at him, got behind him, blitzed behind him, and just blasted the shit out of him right behind him. Yo, looking like Sunday dinner, bro. Steaming, bro. Steaming out here. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And then I forgot about this. Because we also get Uzuru Gohan in here. I actually forgot about that. Because basically Turles does the same thing that Vegeta did. Um, basically what he did, basically. How he made himself become a giant ape in the Saiyan saga. And actually, I meant you know what I meant to say, guys? I meant to say that actually no, I don't take that back. Turles was basically rats. But he was also like Vegeta as well, because Vegeta was like the strongest out of that whole Saiyan arc. You know what I'm saying? And I you know what? And I remember this scene too, because I remember in the Toonami promos, and even in like uh when they did the opening for Dragon Ball Z, for the American version, the Dragon, up the Dragon Ball Z, like that. I remember these exact scenes were really from the movies, but it was mostly from True Might, you know. And I can see why, because True Might, at least in my opinion, was the best out of that whole trio of movies that we got during the Saiyan saga. And yo, I forgot how fast the Uzuru is in the Uzuru form. Because Gohan was chasing like Goku in his Kaioken form. And when he goes Kaioken, he's very fast. You know what I'm saying? Now, he didn't go like Kaioken times 4 or 5, which I think that was like the limit of what he can do at that time. But he was still able to catch up to him. So it was crazy. What else though? Hmm. Oh yeah. So we get to this part where Goku and Gohan end up in this Uzuru form, end up in this like little cave, and Goku's trying to calm him down, but he's not calming down. Now, when Icarus comes through, that's when he calms down and starts playing with Icarus or whatever. So I felt like that goes to show you how he felt, how Gohan felt about his father from early. Like he loves his father, but he had a little bit of resentment of him. Like if you watch Team Four Star, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, there's that. And yo, I remember this hit differently. Watching the Grandola arc, this hit differently when Goku was talking to Turles, and he tells Turles like, "Yo, we're not saints. We're you know, me and Gohan, we're Earthlings. I'm an Earthling." And it hits differently now that the Grandola arc passed, because the Grandola arc is where he like really fully accepted his Saiyan heritage. Like, you know, it made it into his own, you know. Because for the longest time, he didn't really care about being a Saiyan. He really didn't care about it. You know what I mean? Um, until you get to DBZ Brawley and he's like, yo, call me Kakarot. And that was just such a dramatic, you know, not even dramatic. That was just you know, great character development, because Goku never would want to be called Kakarot. He wants to be called Goku. He that's his Earth name. That's how he was. You know what I'm saying? That's who he is. You know. So just that just hit differently. You know what I mean? Um. And yo, let me tell y'all something. Uh. Turles didn't give a Turles didn't give a f about nothing, because he tried to destroy Icarus so that Gohan could get mad. And it's just like, yo, why would you destroy something so adorable, bro? Like he don't care. Oh, and yeah, and this is the thing. Sometimes I have debated on whether Goku is an actual hero or not. When I was younger, he was a hero. But as I got older, it's just like I don't really think he's a hero, to be honest with you. You know, he'll the thing of it is he likes to fight. That's the thing. He likes to fight. That's the thing. And, you know, if the world is in peril while he's fighting, so be it. But he's not fighting to save the world. He's fighting because he loves a good fight. A perfect example of this, very perfect example, is when they fight Kid Buu. Okay? Him and Vegeta. Now, him and Vegeta, Goku and Vegeta know they cannot beat Kid Buu. Not separately. Right? So when they get to Kibito's planet, they raise their power level so that to attract Majin. I mean, Kid Buu. So Kid Buu gets there, and they get another set of Patara earrings from the Kais. And instead of just fusing, which Vegeta would have been cool with because he understands the situation, like, yo, I can't just, fuck my, forget my pride right now. We gotta save the Earth. We gotta destroy this thing to save the Earth. And as Vegeta, they would have gotten rid of Kid Buu with no problem. He was out here playing with Majin, with Super Buu. I mean, I forgot what you call him. When he absorbed Gohan and Gotenks. I think it was Buu Tanks. I think that's what you call them. I forgot. But or Gotenks or something like that. No, Buhan. I'm sorry. When he was Buhan, Vegito was playing with him, right? So all they had to do was fuse, and they would have just got rid of Kid Buu with no problem. But instead, Goku, in his infinite wisdom, destroys the Patara earring and is like, nah, fuck that. I want to fight as we fight as individuals, and now we gonna square up, okay? Which again doesn't make sense because before, when Wuhan was there, you wanted to fuse and you said throw away your Saiyan pride. Now all of a sudden it comes back now. Like, and this is why I say, and this is why I say there isn't really a difference between Z Goku and Super Goku. There is no difference. I'm gonna make a video about that too. I'm gonna make a segment about that. But there really is no difference. What is the difference? So that's why I say he's not a hero. And I'm saying this because and I think he was talking to Turles. No, he was talking to Gohan because he was able to turn him back into regular form by cutting his tail by using Krillin's technique. And I realized like a lot of people uses Krillin's technique a lot. They spam the shit out of it. And he goes and I think he Gohan tells Goku like, "Yo, I need you. You got to protect the Earth. It's up to you now." And Goku's like, "Well, I don't know about the Earth, but I will protect you." And that's my thing. Does he care about the Earth like that? Does he really? Because he seems to really only care about his friends. So if his friends wasn't on that planet, I don't think he'd give two shits. To be honest with you. But again, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below. Okay. Whoo! Okay. So this is the wild part. All the Z Warriors get washed. Krillin, Tien, Chaozu, Yamcha, etc. Washed. Washed. This was the early disrespect for the Z Warriors, bro. And rewatching Dragon Ball, it's like, bro, Toriyama just said, you know what? We're gonna make Gohan the new like main character, so F everybody else except Goku and Vegeta. And it's crazy, bro. Like they have so much potential, especially Tien. Tien has like the most potential out of the Z Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Aside from Piccolo. And Piccolo, Jesus, this man got disrespected 3 times during the movie. This was the wild shit, right? So Piccolo tries again against Turles. And he's scrapping with him. He's trying to get the hits. Ain't getting no hits because Turles is dodging or whatever. Homie, the only hit homie got was a special beam cannon. A hit on him. And Turles hangs it with his freaking hand. His hand. Okay? His hand. And then before he annihilates freaking Piccolo, he says, it actually hurt a little bit. Good job. And then just violated this man, bro. Like, beam the shit out of this dude. Like, I don't know how Piccolo survived. I'm very surprised. He survived. It's crazy. Crazy. Oh, let me check something real quick. Okay. Okay. We good. Okay. Man. Man. And you know what? I really did like the stakes in this movie. There were a lot of stakes in this, man. The Earth dying was really to show you like, yo, it's really like all hands on deck out here, you know. So I really like that. And so at this point, Goku and Turles get into it. Now, I didn't realize this when I watched this as a kid, but Turles got was about to get his ass whooped by Goku. Like Goku was strong enough pre Kaioken. Well, he was about to get in Turles' ass. If Turles did not go for the fruit, he would have annihilated Goku would have annihilated him right on the spot. But it gets to a point where it's like, all right, bro, I can't beat this dude. He too much swag out here. So he goes gets the fruit, it cultivated, gets the fruit, eats it. After that, he gets the power boost, like, and I love that you can see that, like, wow, bam, like, and then it gets to the point where then he beats the shit out of Goku. Like, he went ham, bro. And then had the audacity to say, "You can't beat me with that power level, bro." It's insane. It's insane, bro. It's insane. And then it got to a point where, yo, and I remember this part too, where Goku, like he pins Goku like down on the floor like this, and Turles is like right behind him, and he just blasted the shit out of Goku point blank range. And I don't know if you've seen it, but he's going he blasting the shit out of his back, bro. Pause, mega pause, but still saying what I'm saying. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Goku was able to do Kaioken times 10. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Which shows like a big progression compared to the second movie, the one before it, when I think he could only do like 5 or 4 or something like that. And that would make him, blast back when he did the Kamehameha wave with the Kaioken. And you know what? I love that. I really love that Goku is able to take the techniques he uses and like able to mix it in a way where it suits him. Like stuff like that is pretty cool. And yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Like it was hard seeing the Z Warriors run interference for Goku while he charged Spirit Bomb. Because they was getting their ass handed to him. Like, yo, Chaozu, I remember Chaozu was running, bro. He's like, hell no, I ain't doing this. And then, yo, Turtles got in his ass to beat shit out of this kid. It's great. It is great. Uh, and then Goku does the Spirit Bomb. He charges it. He chucks it at, I think he chucked it. Yeah, no, he chucked it at Turles, but Turles came back with a power key blast to destroy the spirit bomb, and then it failed. You know, and it's crazy because it makes sense because the Earth is dying, so of course the spirit bomb ain't gonna be as strong. You know what I'm saying? Um, I feel like he should have, which I think he did at the end. He should have absorbed the spirit bomb from the. He should have absorbed the energy from the tree. Which I think he did. I think he did. I think he did that and got Piccolo and his other Z Warriors energy as well. Because it gets to the point where Turles is about to eat another fruit or something like that in the tree, and then Goku walks up, you know, just dragging, getting there. And then they have this quick draw, which is awesome. So Turles is about to shoot his ki blast, but Goku was too quick. He threw the damn spirit bomb at him, and then just destroyed the whole goddamn tree. Like, yo. Um, which is cool. Which was, like I said, which was cool. And then the day is saved, and the Earth rebuilds, and all of that good jazz. Um, so yeah, like yo, like this was my favorite like movie, and I can see why. Like all the big shit happened in this movie, man. We got Goku has an older brother who looks just like him instead of Raditz. I still think Turles should have been canon. I feel like he would have had a cool semi redemption arc, if you will, kind of like Vegeta, and it would have been like maybe if you add Goten, Trunks, and Gohan, it would have been like 5 Saiyans alive, I think. Well, you gotta add Vegeta's brother, other brother, so that's 6. Because I think he is canon, if I'm not mistaken. What's his name? Not Turles. I forgot his name, but I think that would make. Yeah, I think that would make it 6. Because I think Vegeta's little brother is canon. Double check me on that. Say that. Let me know in the comments if I'm right or wrong about that. But yeah, like okay. So I actually had like two. Not no. I actually had two extra things I wanted to say. Now that I remember. Um, I always thought it was weird that they either draw Goku, little Goku or little Gohan butt ass naked with the little shrimp cocktail out. I always thought that was weird, and they've always done that. Like even in OG Dragon Ball, he does that a lot too. And I'm like why y'all focusing on this? Like this is weird. Like why y'all showing me this? Also, like I said, I forget. Well, I think I already said it, but forget how brutal Dragon Ball be, especially Z. Z gets like very brutal, bro. Very brutal. Like, yeah, Nappa kicking Tien so hard that his whole arm came off, bro. Like, you know how hard you gotta kick somebody for that to happen, bro? Bro. No, I think like his hand and forearm was like going. Oh, but nah, I really enjoyed this movie. I would give this a 9.5 out of 10. I really, out of the three that we got, out of the first three Dragon Ball Z movies we got, I felt like this was the best one for me. But yeah, I mean, that's it. That's all I got for that. For those of you that were able to come through, watch real quick. Thank you, God. Thank you for coming through. I know it's a little bit late. I'm trying to see if I could do it a little bit earlier, which is going to be hard because I have work, so it's hard for me to really do this early. But I did want to announce something while we're here. I do have a Patreon set up now, okay? And if you want me, you know what? And I'm thinking of doing like reactions to the Dragon Ball Z movies. Me watching it, and then I could give you the review in Saiyans Corner. So I'm gonna give you guys the link. I'm gonna probably put it on post it on the YouTube, and then y'all have the whole information right there. And then every video that I have, I'll give you the information. But the information will always be in the description down below. Okay. So I'll let you guys know when I start doing that, and we'll take it from there. But yeah, guys. So that's it for my review for Tree of Might, and that's gonna be it for the live stream. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. If you can, if you couldn't, that's fine too. Do me a favor, guys. If you've watched this far into the video, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, smash the notification bell. Definitely comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you.